Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Yes, yes, and yes. You are not. Your eyes do not deceive you. It is I, the self-proclaimed Cheetah Ninja. So, before you guys start asking all the bizarre questions like where I was and all that nonsense, I, okay, I'm gonna put it like this. So, little did everybody know, which I did not inform, by the way. On the 9/11 weekend, yeah, 9/11 weekend, I went to my first ever Comic Con down by down in Little Rock, and oh my goodness, it was an amazing experience. So let me tell you this: there were many, many cool things to look at, and many things to see, many things to buy. I just couldn't pass up on purchasing a few items of my own, which explains why. Well, part of the reason why I'm making this video is to show you all my collection, or haul, I should say, from the Arkansas Comic Con. So, what do you say we get right into it, huh? So, first off, I'm going to start a little bit big here. This is probably one of the most least expected items you could expect from me, but I literally bought a fake katana. Now, I do say fake because it is fake, comes with a nice sheath and strap, or scabbard, whatever you want to call it. And yes, it is fake if you couldn't tell by the way the blade wobbles. So, that's cool. Got that for a good 30, believe it or not, which is somewhat expected. And what else could I start with? Oh yeah, um, I got myself. Now I haven't messed with Legos in years, but I just couldn't pass up the opportunity to get myself probably one of the best Marvel characters that ever existed, and that, my friends, is of course the King of Wakanda, T'Challa, aka Black Panther. Now, let's start with this one here. Obviously, this one has no helmet or mask, whatever you want to call it. Brilliant design all around, especially on the arms and on the front, the back. It's it's pretty good, and I love the fact that they try to incorporate, or the guy that I bought it from tried to incorporate the fact, well, whoever made this, tried to incorporate Chadwick Boseman's uh, you get the idea what I'm going for there. Try to capture his facial features. Now the other one is the same. I did get five, so this will take me a minute. Excuse me, my lid got stuck. So this one has a helmet, and might I add? Okay, let's take a look at this head sculpt real quick. I'm gonna pop this off. I'll put it back on. I promise. This is by far one of the most amazing Lego heads I've ever seen. Like, the amount of time this had to take to make something this spot on is amazing. Like, truly, truly amazing. Like, that's the first time I've seen something like that. Now, the next one, actually the next two, are from probably the Black Panther sets that you probably have. Um, of course, we got Killmonger. I had to get this version of Killmonger, or I should say, I want to. Does Golden Jaguar sound fitting? Because I mean, it's truly amazing. Let's be real, and the design all around of Killmonger here is truly, truly splendid. Now, I haven't used that word in forever, so I wouldn't be surprised if, well, you were shocked by that word. But yeah, that beautiful, beautiful design there. And the other one, a very nice light blue with touches of silver. This little leg is a little loose. I just now saw that. And the back, also very nice, very well done. Black Panther. Let's be honest. Black Panther is, well, of course, the king of Wakanda, and he is the king in our hearts. R.I.P. Chadwick Boseman. And now the next one is what I've researched is a zine figure, Xin. I think I spelled that correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments. By the way, like, comment, subscribe, bell. You know the drill. So we got the zine, or however you want to pronounce it. Black Panther with the purple vibranium. And okay, look at the design from head to toe, like literally. Yeah, I'm not sure if, yeah, you guys can't really see that properly, but because the purple is very, very dark. I'm gonna try to get a little closer so you can see it. That does not help at all, but okay. You can kind of make out the purple, and you can definitely see they added the little panther claws at the toes, which I thought was a very nice touch. Very well done on the arms as well. Again, you can't see it very well because of the quality of the camera that I'm using, aka my phone. And the back. Now, I want someone to literally comment on this video to tell me if you've ever seen a Lego figure that has back leg detail, because this is the first time I've seen a figure with back leg detail, and I think which I think is cool. So that also, a little thing I should note, this does come off easy, like very, very easy, so I might super glue that or find something to hold that in place. So that's part 1. Now part 2 is something that I just could not resist. Actually, this is more part 3 because I showed the katana. Oh, fake sword, I should say. Is, of course, I gotta say it right, Je m'appelle Hot Rod from The Last Knight. This is World War II Hot Rod. Now, I would show you the transformation, but I think I might do that in another video, because, I mean, trying to transform this thing on this camera would be nice, but, you know, I still got some things I need to show, and yeah, so got that going on. But I really love the detail on Hot Rod, just by looking at I get they're going for like the Bumblebee style, because World War II Bumblebee, or ZB7 as they call him, or as they called him in the film, has similar design like this from what I've researched. The Studio Series, I should say. This is Studio Series Hot Rod. And yeah, the head sculpt, very nice. I'm showing you the back. I should be showing you the front. The head sculpt, very nice, very articulate. As you can, well, it's not very, very articulate, but it's good enough. And yeah, of course, every Transformers action figure, well, not necessarily every Transformers figure, but Studio Series based, it's gonna have a lot of the swivels, joints. You get the picture of what I'm going for here. And of course, you gotta have the weapon with them. Let me just plug that in. Now, I'm gonna be honest here. I wish they came with 2, because I did watch The Last Knight, the Transformers The Last Knight film when it came out, and in the film, Hot Rod had 2 of those guns. So I might go online and try to find a second one, so that way it could be more, you know, film accurate. Now, my favorite part that I've been dying to show you is the autographs that I got. Now, I'm going to start off with something a little strange, or not strange, but different. So, what you see here are the signatures of the people that were at the Comic-Con. Now, if you're wondering if these are wrestlers, well, you guessed correctly. These are professional wrestlers. There's a promotion down in Sherwood. Now, the promotion is called OIWA, if you're able to see it on the screen. Now, I mean, I could try my best to, you know, nail the names down that are on here, but that that would take way too long, and the fact that I can't really read, well, I mean, I can read right, but I just can't necessarily read the signatures very well, but you get the idea what I'm going for here. It's still freaking amazing. I actually, a little story here. So, at the Comic-Con, there were these wrestlers, most of the people that were in the pictures, if you were able to see them, were at the Comic-Con, and, excuse me, I was able to ask, the person that, the general manager, I should say, or the chairman, whatever you want to call it, CEO, chairman, we'll call him chairman, and, he was actually polite. every wrestler there was amazing. And one dude, I'll link the guy's page, uh, social media pages, but he is a now this is the first time. I mean, I've seen black luchadors. I mean, AK for example, Killshot from Lucha Underground. You can do some research on that, and I think there was another one, Black Danger. I think he's down in CMLL, or he's a luchador. I know that for a fact, and he is a real character. I did do my research, and now this guy's name, I'll be honest, I totally forgot what it is. It's like Larton, I think it's Lartinex or something like that. He's a luchador basically, and his mask was amazing. Like, I basically just wanted to like take a. I do have some photos. I'll show you in the edit, but well, actually, if you go to my Instagram page, you should follow. By the way, you're able to. I have some pictures of the people that were at the Comic-Con. Well, the wrestlers that were at the Comic-Con, and everybody there was spectacular. And he was kind enough to I was able to ask him if I'm able to like what the training session was like, and they're down in Sherwood. I'm in Jonesboro, so that's about a 2-hour drive from here. So that's something to think about. And he did give me. There was a little paper slip that, of course, email time, email, phone number, etc. like that, and there was an option of like 1 month, 2 months, 6 months, a year, which I probably should have gone for. I went for 6 months, which will be in March. So, and there was also another thing where, like, if you're ready, you can, put a check mark in there. If you're not ready, like, you need the time, you need the money and all that stuff. The classes there the payment there is pretty high. So I'll have to watch what I spend. But, yeah, I find that very fascinating. I mean, to actually come up close with professional wrestlers that actually work here in Arkansas and Texas, it's kind of back and forth there. It's still pretty amazing. Now, this next part, for those who watch My Hero Academia, you know that one of my favorite characters, actually, if you go to my Instagram page, I made a joke of Hurricane Ida, and hence why the man himself, J. Michael Tatum, was there in person. I was able to get it. This is true. Too stupid to make up. I was actually, while he was doing the autograph right here, which is to my left, you'll see that eventually. You'll see that real quick. I was able to recite one of the blooper lines that he did. Now I'll link that as well after the video's over with. Once I do a little fiddling here and there. And it is by far one of the best things I've ever done in a minute. And it's just amazing. And the fact that he had it personalized to me was even more spectacular. So, enough talking. Here it is. Tenya Ida autograph by J. Michael Tatum himself. How cool is that? Now, I mean, I'm definitely going to frame all these autographs right here, because there is absolutely no way I'm going to leave these out open frameless, because these right here are just too good to pass up. And some other people that were there, from what I've seen, was Lucy Christian, aka Ochako Uraraka. I wanted to get an autograph from her, but the line was absolutely absurd. I was not going to wait in that. And the Yellow Ranger was there as well. I don't know which Power Rangers she was from. I'll do my I'll research that later after this video is over with. But she was there as well as the voice actress for 02, Darling in the Franxx. And I think that was cool. As well as the AEW Women's Champion, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. I was able to see her in person. I saw her with the championship and everything. I wanted to get an autograph, but I didn't get the payroll in time. And plus I kind of wanted to save it for some other items. So, yeah, that kind of blows. And while we're on the topic of My Hero Academia, was on the topic of My Hero Academia, there were many cosplays, and I know there's a few of them. I remember there was Mina, Aizawa, there was definitely a lot of Dekus, a few Bakugos, a few Todorokis, or Shoto, I should say. There was a few I think there was a few All Mights there as well, and I saw an Eri cosplay which was beyond adorable. I wanted to get a photo with her, but she looked busy enough, so I decided to leave her be. And she had the exact height and build of Eri in the show, which I think was beyond adorable. Like, I just love Eri in general. She just needs a hug, man. But yeah, there a lot of Dekus, a lot of Midoriyas, I should say. I did see an All for One cosplay, and he was about my height too, and he was a bit more of a. I'm not. He looked spot on. Well, the build wasn't necessarily there. The costume design was brilliant. And excuse me. Ooh. Oh yeah, and the voice actor for All Might, Vegeta, Piccolo, and yeah, he was there as well. I didn't see him, but I want to get an autograph from him so bad. I didn't see him, unfortunately, so missed kind of blows. Even the voice actor for Goku, they're all dub actors, by the way, was there as well. Now, I didn't get an autograph from him either, because that probably involved the payroll, so I wasn't going to go for that. Now, away from My Hero Academia for once, the next autograph, whoever remembers the three Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies, from the one from the 90s, like, yeah, you know what I mean, with the ones that had the strange lip movements of the turtles. Brian Tochi, the voice actor, or actually the actor in general for Leonardo in the old school Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, not the cartoon show, but the live action from the 90s, was there, and I got an autograph personalized to me as well, and he was able to put the names of every Ninja Turtle in this autograph, as well as the movies he was in. And I just could not pass up on this autograph nor photo. Now, I'm not sure if you can see that very well, but it is there. It's a little blue there. You can see it barely. And I think that was just beyond amazing. And I told him that I grew up on watching these movies. Pretty much everybody did on watching those three movies. The whole series was just fantastic. Now, a few little side notes here before I go into the final topic of the Comic-Con. I did have some other things that were related to wrestling. They were just QR codes, and there was a bookmark as well, which wasn't very interesting. So, had a few things there. And now, finally. Oh, I forgot. 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm here. I've almost forgot about this, but knowing now, at me as a weeb, I will say that I am a weeb. That I am a weeb. I just could not pass up the opportunity to get this. Now, if there's anybody that watches this video and is a JoJo fan, you know for a fact that I'll be rocking this. Or actually, I'm just self-bragging. Let me rephrase that. That you know for a fact that this will by far be one of the best shirts you'll see. Because, I mean, I'll say that not everybody is in there, mainly because of the amount of space in the shirt and design. But if you were able to pause the video and you can do some research on the JoJo stuff, it'll show you all the stand names, the people that are the stand users. And luckily, this is just my size, so I'll be definitely rocking this one day. Okay, now, enough with that. Now comes my favorite part that I've been waiting to show you, and something that I am still geeking out about. Now, to my left is a legendary signature that will go down as the best thing ever in my life right now. I introduce to you the Sting signature from Sting himself. Sting was at the Comic-Con. Okay, now, for the wrestling people out there, that's a big honor. And the fact that I was able to, me as an 18-year-old, not knowing a whole lot about wrestling, but knowing enough, the fact that Sting is by far the best wrestler, one of the best wrestlers, one of the best champions that ever walked across the business. Because, I mean, it's Sting we're talking about here. Now, once I edit this, I'll be able to show you the pictures that I was able to have with him, and I love this. I will forever keep this saved in my photo gallery. And if you know your wrestling history, when he was in WCW, I think it was '98, he was part of the Wolfpack NWO, or NWO Wolfpack, and I was able to do the Too Sweet sign with him, and his hand. Now, this was I'm still freaking geeking out, because I mean, his hand was on my shoulder. Now, not in the way you think, but as in, like, you know how most photos people have their arms wrapped around like celebrities or such like that. And the fact that we were able to do the Too Sweet sign together, right next to, I'm to his right, and his right hand is on my shoulder, and we're both doing the Too Sweet sign. I'm standing next to him, and in my head I'm going, I am right next to a WWE Hall of Famer and a wrestling legend that will, actually a wrestling icon that inspired the likes of Darby Allin, for example. I mean, Darby Allin and Sting, they're still rolling around AEW, and I can't wait to see what those two have for FTR. And this is just fantastic. Now, if you're able to see, again, I'll put this in the edit, but I'll put like somewhere around the corners here, like that corner, these corners right here. Those pictures are 100%. That is 100% Sting, and I am not making this up. This autograph right here will forever be close to my heart. Because I mean, not very often can you say that I was able to get an autograph from a wrestling legend, and the fact that I was able to have a photo with him. It's amazing. Like, I don't have the words to describe how absolutely mind-blown I was when I was standing right next to Sting, doing the Too Sweet sign, and able to have a signature. It's a dream come true. And for the rest of the autographs, I'll put them in the corners here. You get the idea of what I'm going for. The corners, I'll show you those. I'll also show you I already showed you the figures. I already showed the katana. And I'll show you the photos. I'm going to show you the photos, which are somewhere around these corners. Or actually just plain in general. That those are the wrestlers that I was able to beat right next with during the Comic-Con. They were for the IOWA, or Chaotic Kingdom Wrestling. It's amazing the fact that there were so many wrestlers that I didn't even know that they were actual wrestlers until I saw the belts. Those were 100% championship belts. I'm not making that up for a fact. So that was just amazing. And one more thing I should add on top, there were a ton of Demon Slayer cosplays as well, along with JoJo. Mainly Tanjiro, a few Nezuko's, a few Zenitsu's, a few Inosuke's, a Rengoku as well, and a Rengoku, and a Mitsuri, and also a Tomioka and Shinobu, which I think was cool. And now, a few JoJo cosplays as well. I think I saw I saw one Bucciarati, I saw a Joseph Joestar, the Hermit Purple Joseph Joestar, Jotaro Kujo himself, well, not the voice actor, but Jotaro Kujo cosplay, and I saw a King Crimson and a Diavolo or Doppio of King Crimson or Emperor Crimson, Diavolo, and Doppio cosplays. And oh yeah, there was a Kakyoin as well. I didn't see a Polnareff nor Avdol, and thankfully I didn't see Iggy, because that would have been chaotic. So that's the haul for the Arkansas Comic Con, and I say this was by far one of the best things I've ever gone to, but one of the best events I've ever went to. Because I mean, you have a wrestling icon at the Comic Con. I just could not pass it up. So it's just amazing. So now to fully clarify on where I was for about a whole month. So as you all know, I've been working with a Project Search, which is a 9-month internship to help young adults with disabilities. And I'm on the spectrum. I have social anxiety, ADHD, that sort of thing. I'll come up with that. They help you find jobs. And it's a 9-month program, as I said. So it goes through, it officially starts, well, it starts in August, which is in training rooms for about 3 weeks. And then September is where it really kicks off. And so, yeah, the 6th, or actually no, it was the 10th that I started my internship, and today is the 22nd. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 11 days, or actually about 9 days in the internship that I'm in. I'm working the phlebotomy, which is part of the lab side. Now maybe next week I'll be heading over to the main lab where I can sort the vials and stuff. And what I'm doing phlebotomy right now is just getting the vials or the specimens from the dumbwaiters and running the barcodes through that identify the patient name, what time they were collected, who was collected by, stuff like that. So, yeah, that's why I haven't been posting or uploading as much, is because the Project Search has been very time consuming. I mean, I only start at 9 for my internship and get off at 2:15, but the day of the program ends, well, for today, it ends at 3. So that explains why I can't, necessarily, go around and, shoot photos of certain of the places that I'm working at, because I'm trying to stay busy, and that's the thing. I'm doing my best to stay busy. Now I know this video is gonna be long anyway, so yeah, that definitely plays a factor there. Actually, no, it doesn't. What am I saying? Anyway, so that's basically the short and sweet version of why I went away for a month, so I can, stay focused, stay busy, and, expand my, well, not necessarily expand, but, actually, yeah, expanding my, job opportunities that I'm planning to have in the future. Now, I've already decided on my job future, which is professional wrestler, and that takes a lot of training. So, once the program is over with, which ends in May, so that'll be fun. I'll be able to, hopefully I'll be able to document on how my training session goes. I'll be able to, have play some clips of how I'm able to, of how I'm looking in the ring, how I'm doing this, that, yada yada yada. So that pretty much sums it up for this video. So I mean, if you guys did enjoy this video, please do it for everybody here. Do it for me. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I upload, because you don't want to miss them. And obviously leave a comment of what you think I should do next. Like, should I show my do a review over the hot rod figure? Should I, attempt to make some make some more review videos, maybe do some more haul videos, stuff like that, so, just try to keep the flow going. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, like, subscribe, comment, notification bell, you all know the drill, and I will see you guys in the next video. Cheetah Army, at ease.